never be you.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans, but it's really not Everything Pro Wrestling tonight. It's a little special edition of Clash of the Podcast. Some would even say a holiday bash edition. I have joining me right beside me. He's on my right, which is your left. We have Sean Hubbard of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. Actually, it would probably be reversed if it's the other way, but it's fine. We're trying to get it popping over here. We just left talking about a humongous boxing fight over on Sean's channel, HW Weekly. I'm going to be throwing a link for that in here as well. Make sure you guys are over there and checking that out as well. And Sean, you got something special lined up after this, so let the people know, man.
Yeah, man, about 11 o'clock tonight. It's going to not immediately following EPW, but about 11 o'clock tonight, I'm going to drop a very special tribute to the one and only Terrence Bud Crawford. It's an exclusive interview. Oh, my goodness. Well, speaking something good into existence for the future, that is. But an exclusive look back at the career of the 42-0, 38-year-old, three-division world undisputed champion, Terrence Bud Crawford. So check it out, man. I put a lot of heart and soul into my articles, as Conrad knows. You guys know. So check it out. hwweekly.com around 10:58 p.m. tonight.
Make sure you guys check that out if you are boxing fans or combat sports fans, or if you just want to support Sean. We greatly, greatly appreciate that. And you know what we greatly appreciate over here? Hitting that like and subscribe button for us. So let's get it done early. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to talk some AEW. You like AEW? You're in the right spot because we like AEW over here. And we'll go through any news related back to it. And we got merch up, man. Last minute holiday time, man. I'm telling you, get that gift. You know, you might show up at someone's house on December 27th, 28th, and you didn't have a gift. You know what a wrestling fan would like? Something that says Everything Pro Wrestling on it. I assure you of that. I assure you. And if they're hip hop fans, we got hip hop related shirts. If you go over to Sean's Threadless, he's got merch over there for you as well. If you don't want to buy one of mine, buy one of his. You're able to wear it with cool stuff. You can wear it with your wrestling gear, whatever you got, man. We're here, man. I'm selling right now.
That's what's up, man. Not selling, motivating.
We're selling over here. Always be closing. We're closing the deal. I'm wearing my business casual today. This is how dedicated I am. This is what I wore at like 5:30 this morning. I'm still in my work clothes. I was busy today.
Oh, and out of respect for my brother's podcast, I will be very, very brief in saying this. Congratulations to my NBA Cup champion New York Knicks.
They are the champs. Did you like that picture I sent you?
Yeah, I appreciate that, brother.
Wemby getting put in that John Cena sleeper.
That was smooth. We got the Pacers tonight. We're resting Josh Hart. We're resting Hart, Robinson, and Karl Anthony Towns tonight.
It's all right. It's the Pacers too, right?
Yeah,
they haven't been looking too hot. We gotta give some shout outs to the good people who are in the chat, man. We got Miracle in here. He said, "What up, everyone?" I don't know if Sean wants to.
I'm searching for a miracle. Believe the impossible. Miracle was over on my channel earlier. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, Miracle. He said, "Glad that MJF is back to freshen up the main event scene. If Ricochet is winning the Dynamite Diamond Ring, then I don't see MJF winning the title back unless he's a face." We're gonna talk about that. I promise you. XG Dub, sup? Driving home. Good pods tonight. Appreciate you, XG Dub. Saw you over there.
Yes, sir.
All good, man. Drive safe, homie. BJ also here. Gonna check out Hub's video after this, but good seeing y'all. Happy Thursday.
Same to you, Professor.
Always Professor BJ in the house. Matt Lopez.
M. Leezy, Fo, Sheezy. Hello, good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good Thursday, and welcome to Hubs. Welcome, Hubs, to EPW Dynamite Review. Thank you. I appreciate that's true. It's kind of like my debut over here.
I don't know if you've done a Dynamite review. I know we've done
pay-per-views, but never Dynamite. Yep.
Eric Douglas in the house. What's good, Eric? He says, "Give MJF the title." Hi, Hubs. See, look at that. You're popular around here.
I appreciate you, my guy.
Eric's never said hello to me. I'm kidding.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for 1 minute.
Who do you think returns first, Ospreay or Darby? Darby.
Yeah, Ospreay's legit, like, super hurt.
Yeah. Let's see here. Miracle said, "I see Moxley slowly becoming a face and being kicked out of the Death Riders." Oh, I've been telling y'all that for months.
I got to give my boy Conrad credit. He's been calling out for about a month now.
Knicks, NBA Cup champs, soon to be NBA champions. Could be.
I mean, Easy, you and I share Knicks fandom. The Cup is a really good first step. The Thunder scare me, man. And the thing is, the Spurs knocked off the Thunder, and we didn't have to play the Thunder. We played the Spurs in the finals. I think the Thunder is going to be Thunder and Knicks. Remember, I predicted Thunder and Knicks about 6 months ago, and I think that's how it's going to play out. But I don't. I'd be a liar if I said I was confident in a 7-game series against the Thunder.
And everyone I know, my brother included, he thinks the Thunder are the team to beat. So
the Thunder are the team to beat. But listen, maybe the Knicks are the team of destiny.
Right? We're getting people congratulating you for the Knicks coming from Toronto. Too bad for the Raptors. It's all right.
The Raptors are a good team. I think they're a couple years away, though.
Congratulations on your NBA Cup Championship Cup. It's about as prestigious as the pure title. I hope you mean that.
No, he's being a little bit sarcastic, I think, Eric Douglas, unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
I think the pure title is pretty prestigious, yeah.
Okay, well, maybe
that's how I'm taking it, at least.
And even if he was being sarcastic, I know Eric Douglas is a good guy. But I thought he was teasing me a little bit.
We'll take it. That's what we'll say for tonight, man. Yeah. Once again, everybody, appreciate you for being here. If you are here, thank you so much. And please, once again, don't forget to share. I am going to more than likely just jump right into this. This was the card that we had for Holiday Bash. We had some money on the line. We have a lot of Continental Classic matches. We had, 2 Gold League matches and a Blue League match. So things were about to get nitty gritty. And you're probably like, well, Conrad, how did they open up the show? Was it a video package? Was it talking? Nope, they're in the ring. Jon Moxley, Roderick Strong are opening up, and this match was all about the graps. So anyone who wants to get mad about it, be mad about it. But it was all about the grappling in this one. Lots of chain wrestling to start. Turned into a battle of wrestling, and Moxley getting his back broken with the backbreaker king, Roderick Strong, over here. And Roderick Strong ends up falling to the Death Rider, and Jon Moxley earns 3 points. Sean, how do you feel about Jon Moxley at this current state? There was a point in time where a lot of people were like, oh, I'm so sick of the Death Riders. And I feel like it kind of, by the time it was time for him to lose the title, I feel like people were coming around on the Death Riders. It was weird. I don't know how to describe it. Like, oh, I can't believe they're doing, oh, and then when it was happening, they're like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, well, you had to go through the to get to that point. So
yeah, I mean, I would say a little bit of on my end, but I'll say this though. I think your prediction about Jon Moxley turning babyface and the Death Riders turning on him is right on the money. I think I see that writing on the wall. I think this is the reason why I have such respect for AEW. Because AEW sees the writing on the wall, AEW sees what the fans are clamoring for, and they make a decision that is beneficial to the product that people are watching from home or watching in the arenas. You see that Jon Moxley is getting, let's call a spade, a bit stale, a bit boring. It's not just heel heat, it's annoyance heat, right? So what do? You put him in a position to be attacked possibly in the future, disrespected, turned on by the Death Riders, which will put him right back into a prime position as a babyface as he was when he first came to the company. I love it. I love the change in direction.
Do you have a preference on who the leader is for the Death Riders? Like, if they take him out, do you see someone where you're like, that's who you should give it to and that's who should rise up?
I think Claudio Castagnoli should be the leader.
Okay. Interesting. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm interested to see if anyone sides with Moxley, but I'll fast forward throughout the show here just so that we're interweaving these properly. Moxley cuts an impassioned promo backstage and he was like, this is what my mission was all about the whole time. Chest hair, taco meats all out. He's like, this is what this was about the entire time, man. This is about competition. This is what I wanted to make AEW better. And I'm like, oh, he's going back to saying what he originally said. And I think everyone's looking at him like, you're not getting the job done, though. You're losing some of these matches to people.
Right.
You promise. What happened to Mr. I'm beating everybody like when he was the champ? So times have changed, things have changed, and we're waiting for that moment. Sean, I'm going to make a prediction right here. Some people think it might happen at World's End. I'm going to say it happens at the first Dynamite of the new.
2026.
Yep.
Okay.
I think that's where you get the big turn on Jon Moxley, and he gets beat down.
I don't have any prediction on when it's going to happen. I know it will happen. I have to give you credit for making that accurate prediction. But when it does, I think it'll be good. And like I said, it'll put Claudio. Well, put Claudio in a position of leadership, if you ask me. But it'll put Jon Moxley right back where he belongs in an anti-hero position, which I think he thrives the best at.
I would agree with that. I don't think you're wrong with that. And I think the promo after was not done by mistake either, if you watch AEW a lot.
Right.
Eddie Kingston pops up, and he's talking about, I lost to Samoa Joe. Eddie Kingston can lose these matches. He is like the lovable everyman.
Mm-hmm.
And even though he tapped out, it didn't hurt him. He comes in, and he was like, I lost to Samoa Joe, man. It's all right. But he was like, I'm here because of pro wrestling, because I love pro wrestling. And who is one of his friends? He just was interviewed by Renee. He's like, I got a lot of respect for you, Renee. Mm-hmm. Moxley's going to be in trouble. He's going to need a friend again. Eddie Kingston might be that friend who's going to have to go and try to pick him up.
I will say this, though, as it relates to the Jon Moxley face turn, which is going to come on the heels of the Death Riders turning on him, I get Eddie Guerrero DDP vibes. 1996, look it up.
Nice. Going to the chat real quick. Matt Lopez says, at the beginning, we disliked the Death Riders. Towards the end of the title run, people started getting around it. Now the question is, what's next for the group? That's what we're going to have to try to figure out. Ace, what's good, man? One of the mods in the chat. Appreciate you. Ace, he said, what up, everyone? Dynamite was a great show, except the Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal. Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see why you didn't like that when we get to it. Matt said Claudio as the leader. He agrees with you. Pac should be the leader of the Death Riders. See, that's the other name I'm hearing people lean into as well. T-Ferg, what's good, man? He said, what's good, gentlemen? Dynamite was good last night. UK crowds always show up. As my co-host always says, it's up. They were rowdy. Let's see here. Now I think World's End will happen, and I think C2 Finals is going to be Mox and Okada. Interesting. MJB, what's good? I see you.
In the place to be.
If Mox loses, then they jump him. Okay.
There you go.
I really hope Adam Cole's career isn't over. I think we're at the point of we don't know, unfortunately.
I am heartbroken over that prospect, but I think that's what we're looking at possibly.
Unfortunately. Let's talk about trios action. This was $1 million trios match. I like that Tony at least put the conversion rate in there for,
I was thinking the same thing.
people for UK. It's the little details with him. Winner takes all. So the Elite are back together, which I think actually fits and makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. And then on the other side, we have the Don Callis family, which I see people who are complaining, but I really don't think that there was too much of the, I don't know. The Don Callis family has hitters. And then, like I said, there's A team, B team, C team. Right. A team I have no issue with. B team is cool. And C team you can keep. Like that's just what it is with the Don Callis family. And to me, this was a little mix of the A and B team right here. So they show up, and this match was all about the Elite. Sean, are you tired of this Elite Don Callis feud? Like, does it feel like Kenny Omega can't get away from Don Callis? Like, this has been going on for years at this point.
It has been. I think it's lost a little bit of its luster. If that's the point you're trying to make or question you're asking, it's lost a little bit of its luster. And it's put me in a position where it's kind of like asking me what's next. I love Kenny Omega. I think he's one of the best wrestlers on the planet. But I think he's a little bit pigeonholed by this storyline, this continued interaction with Don Callis, which I would dare to say has gotten a little bit boring. I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say that. I think Don Callis is a tremendous talent as it relates to a heat-generating manager, but I also think that we need to kind of get to a point where we're kind of transitioning out of this, and now it just seems like we're kind of hitting the reset button.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be me using a very old school way of thinking here. It feels like Hogan kind of in the 80s going through like the Heenan family to get to insert which big monster it was at the time, Bundy, insert Andre, whoever. And I feel like that's what they're doing with Kenny and friends. So it's fine, but I think you either need to have a conclusion of some sort, because even if it wasn't this, Andrade would be back, and that's who would be feuding with, I assume. but Andrade was in the Don Callis family. So we keep going in these circles, and I'd like to see the Elite get away from this and just do something different. And I also think Kenny Omega, like, I think you got to put him on a schedule that he can do now. Give him part-time. If I can get 3 great Kenny Omega matches a year, I will take that over that. And I know they're trying to put him in tag matches to use him as much as they can and then get him through the get him through whatever his contract says that he's going to wrestle the dates. And I think the Bucks.
It's a phenomenal take by you, bro, because I think at the end of the day, you're in a position where you have enough talent on the roster to allow yourself to make Kenny Omega a special attraction.
Yeah, 100%. And I think he still delivers. Like when he was the international champion, he was great. And the Bucks, I think they needed this too to freshen up. Like the Bucks were doing the heel stuff and it was getting stale. It was fine. And they moved on from like the broke Bucks and all that. Mm-hmm. Now we're here with Hechicero, and we know the Don Callis family problems. Everybody wants to see Takeshita Okada, and they were having issues with suplexes in the match, all types of manner of stuff. I couldn't take notes during this because it's a trios match. Like, who can take notes during this?
Right.
And the Elite get on the same page. They deliver a triple super kick to Hechicero, and Hechicero ends up eating that one wing angel for the Elite to pick up the win. They celebrate. I think to me the Elite might get mixed into the trios titles. I could see them going up against Samoa Joe's homies over here in the Ops.
I do like, but what I will say is I do like the optics. Did I do there? The optics of Joe wearing 2 belts. I like that.
Yeah. And listen, it can happen to anybody, man. Mm-hmm. Quills, I see you. Double dose of my favorite bros, CJ and Hubs, for a Dynamite review. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure. And he puts our little hashtags there. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
If Kenny wasn't as banged up, it is rumored Kenny in the C2 would have been good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but Kenny's always banged up. I feel like it's the same thing we've been hearing for the last year or two.
Mm-hmm. You're so right, Con. His opponent in his career where being banged up is going to kind of be the prerequisite moving forward. We just got to hope that he's not in a position where he gets too banged up. Like, we don't want anything catastrophic to take place. But as far as the nagging, ailing injuries, I think he's always going to deal with that.
Yeah. Then we move into what Miracle and everyone were talking about in the beginning. We had a contract signing for the triple threat match at World's End. It was going to be Samoa Joe, the new world champion, taking on Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. 2 enemies, kind of friends, maybe frenemies, don't know. And they all went out there, and I thought they cut really good promos. Like Swerve said, I've Swerve stomped Samoa Joe to win the title, and you're going to have my boot on your face, and it's going to look like that stupid tattoo you used to have on your face X years ago, referring to when he was in the Nation of Violence. Mm-hmm. And he said, that's going to be my boot mark across your face. Right. Swerve and Hangman get into it. They act like they share mutual respect, but they said, we both want the same thing, and we'll do whatever we have to do. Everyone signs. Tony Schiavone's like, that's great, everybody. Drive home. Then the lights go out, of course. And the fans knew. Nobody knew. But you started hearing MJF, MJF, and here, fresh from Turkey with that new hair. Yep. It's Maxwell Jacob Friedman. That hair was looking full, brother.
Thick.
He was looking like me on a Saturday, and he was looking like Hubs last night. He had a full head of hair. He was like, "Yep, I'm good."
Oh my God!
Like, look at MJF out here in these streets, man. And he came out and he talked his mess. And you saw the promo, right, with him?
Yeah, I mean,
how did you feel about his promo?
What stuff? I mean, like, it's like, come on, bro. Like,
I like
MJF, but it's like, bro, like, it's a little bit wash, rinse, repeat, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's making fun of Swerve as a rapper. He makes a bad boy.
Diddy reference?
Yeah, reference. It's like, come on, man. Like, I don't know.
That was the thing. I was like, I didn't like that really. I'm like, no one wants to be compared to him. I couldn't tell if Swerve was trying to hold back a laugh or whatever.
Yeah.
Just, to me, I'm like, Maxwell, be careful. He gets cutesy out there. I think he starts feeling the moment. Like, this is how you could tell that there's nothing written for them.
Yeah.
Because he starts feeling the moment, and he's just like, well, it's going to be laughs and good times out
and
here.
And he'll just go. And it's like, wait a minute. You got to be understanding of. But, look, the segment was a success. MJF knows how to cut a promo. I'll even be honest about something that you wouldn't think I love Swerve, but at the end of the day, that him calling him Gluteus Maximus, that's corny. They need to kind of just be your. We don't need one-liners. Just talk. That's why I think honestly the best promo in the ring last night was Hangman Adam Page, because Hangman Adam Page always just comes with it, bro.
I wish Derek was here because Derek disagreed because I watched it with him. Okay. Derek is not a fan. He doesn't like Hangman's cadence. So it's very weird. I thought Samoa Joe delivered great. Joe, to me, is cool, calm, and collected. He's laughing. He don't laugh, and he gets in their face and smiles. And Joe's walking around like he knows how to show like I'm the man around here. I thought MJF's gritty was pretty good. I was surprised that he could do that, but
I was surprised he could do that also.
He's a theater kid. If you guys don't know, he can sing, he can dance, he can do a lot of stuff. He's very talented, actually. If you've never seen it, look it up. It's on YouTube. Look hard enough.
Pretty talented, yeah.
I thought his promo was fine, and like I said, to me, I think MJF in small doses is good because then when he says those bars that he gets off, it's good when it's not all the time. I love the Seabiscuit line. I just feel like that's his nickname for Hangman because the little things and the intricacy of the stories that they're telling that I love is remember who was the first person around here who everyone saw as the future, and Hangman, it was him and Hangman in the finals of the first Dynamite Battle Royal at the first pay-per-view, and he's like, yo, don't come talking to me like that. And they both are always competing for who's better
tier.
And I don't know about you, Sean, but my favorite MJF is self-doubting MJF. When he says something and then it's like, put your money where your mouth is, like face me one-on-one with no interference. I don't know if I could do this. And then MJF does it, and then he loses, and then he has to walk away. Like, I like that version of MJF the best, but you can't do that all the time either.
Right. You got to have I guess you could say, split the difference.
Yeah. So they make this a four-way. He cashed in his contract that he won back at All In. So
that's what she said?
I wish I had the soundboard up, but I don't right now.
There you go.
So
I got to be me.
Yo, this guy right here. What up, Delay Gratz? I see you in the chat, brother. Appreciate you.
What up?
Do you believe that he has a trick up his sleeve for this? Because
of course he does.
Why would you cash in on a four-way? Like, it makes no sense. But there's a case for each person to be the champ. Who did Samoa Joe beat to be the first champ?
Who did Samoa MJF?
Well, he beat MJF. So MJF wants revenge on him. So I'm just flipping it vice versa. Swerve, we already know the Swerve Hangman story.
Yep.
Joe beat Hangman. Now you got to watch for his goons in the match. Yep. Swerve was all part with them too, and he's in the mix with all of them. And he had an interaction with MJF when he was the champ, if people remember, where MJF looked at him like, yeah, I'll see you in the ring one day, Shane. And they play off the past. And I do like that they don't ignore that these guys have never seen each other before. And, oh, this is the first time we're gonna collide, brother. And it's like, no, it's not. It's not,
brother.
Yeah, like cut it out. Cut it out.
Oh my God, Andre the Giant's never been slammed before. Well, okay.
15 feet in the air, man.
700 pounds.
Some of them got so used to lying.
And then Jim Ross is like, what an exaggeration.
Right. So it's going to be an interesting match. So there's a four-way now. The question is what's going to happen in it, and we'll just leave that open to see what they do here. I'm curious to see what happens with it. But everybody came out, and I thought that everybody looked strong, and I think there's a case for each person to be the champion here, which is kind of crazy.
I think you're right. I think they put that promo together to the point where everybody can walk away and say, I can see anybody, like you said, anybody could possibly win this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and it was looking great, man. Going to the chat again. T-Ferg says, I want to see Omega take on Lashley, Swerve, and Shelton. Give him some new opponents. I would not mind that. That'd be a good thing, I think. Matt says, this shocked me. I would have thought MJF would have came back and cashed in the contract, but he would have his title shot versus the winner of the three-way later in the night. Could have done that.
I like Delayed Grat's idea. Oh, man. And I don't like the guy that he's saying, but I like the idea.
Oh, hold on here. Oh, is that the next one? Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what you're saying. This is another example of why AEW nearly swept the Sports Illustrated Wrestling Awards, especially Best Promotion of the Year. Don't say that too loud, bro. I saw people getting mad today. Some popular YouTubers, people who think they know more than us over here,
which they don't.
Yeah. unfortunately, they can go yell and cry about it somewhere else. That's what I say. Don't get mad because your favorite promotion didn't win everything. It's all right.
Bro. Yeah.
In my opinion, this year's Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal didn't live up to the expectations like others. Interesting. Ace thought MJF's promo was fantastic. Yeah, I think if you're into it, you're into it.
That's good.
Delayed Grad said Samoa Joe, Swerve, Hangman had strong promos, but MJF cut a god tier promo. Well, they set him up too to do that, and all these guys did a phenomenal job. Miracle says I think MJF is turning face. I don't trust it.
Yeah,
you never trust that guy.
You would never trust it.
I thought he was turning on Cole when they were doing the Bro Chacho stuff.
Mm-hmm.
MJF has something planned, so his idea could be something. Oh, he's referring to the old dynasty, possibly. Hammerstone hasn't been seen around lately. Just saying.
Rats.
Wardlow returns to help MJF. Ooh.
This is what I've been referencing. Good comment by MJ. Good comment by Delayed Grats. I love the idea. I hate the person. Like, Wardlow is complete trash, but I understand the commonalities between the two, and that would actually make sense.
Hubs, do you remember when he got hurt? I can't think off the top of my head when it happened. I know we talked about it on Clash. He came back. He was with the Don Callis family. There's no way he's recovered already.
No, he's not well. I'm just saying, like, I don't think it's going to happen. What I'm saying, Delayed Grats is throwing out there a possibility of something, and it actually, storyline wise, that would make sense. Like, Wardlow sees the error of his ways, similar to Big Show returning to NWO Hollywood.
Clown, what's good, man? Welcome.
Cleezy, 1-3Z, 4-Tweezy.
All right, now, y'all. Come on. Chill out now, calling them names now. So after we get to the contract signing, we find out that Jet Speed were talking to each other. They faced each other last week. They've got some big matches coming up. So Collision this week is going to be on at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Why? Because there's other big things happening on Saturday, and Tony probably doesn't want to deal with this. So
the college football playoff is kicking off this weekend. So yep.
Yeah, and there's something else on that night.
That he probably absolutely got to make sure that you don't go up against Netflix on that Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight.
That's why I kept telling people. I think some TNA fans got mad. I'm like, don't be surprised. AEW's been flirting with moving this off of this night in time slots because I think they're like, well, where are we going to get the most bang for our buck for Collision? They might go to Thursdays. Don't be surprised. So on this show, they announced Jack Perry, Jungle Jack Perry, is going to face Speedball Mike Bailey. We're going to get Okada versus Kevin Knight, which should be an absolute banger. Mercedes is going to issue an open challenge for the Rev Pro Women's Championship. And Eddie Kingston taking on Nathan Cruz. So that's what you got lined up for you on Collision. And let's get right into the women's match since we just mentioned Mercedes. It was Mercedes Moné, Athena, 3-year Athena at this point, and Mega Problems, Marina Shafir and Megan Bayne taking on the Babes of Wrath and the Timeless Love Bombs. Sean, I'm going to need Tony Khan one time, even if it's for a pay-per-view or all-in. I'm going to need him to pay for Carmen Sandiego's theme. Just so that we could get it for the Timeless Love Bombs.
Where coming out in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
That was the show back in the day, though. These kids don't know, man. They don't know. People, I sent that out on Blue Sky and Twitter at EPW Show. If you guys want to follow me, HW Weekly. If you want to follow Sean,
there you go.
And yeah, they were going a little crazy for that. They were like, yeah, that's a good idea. And I'm like, see, I'm telling you, Tony, listen to me, bro. This one, people were all over the place. Babes of Wrath, the new tag champs look good in this one, and everything was going well. People were hitting moves. Everybody was all over the place, and then Mercedes was going to do a big dive on everyone. And I saw Willow getting in the ring, and I knew what time it was. It was time for a former Buffalo Bill, Monty Brown, the pounce. I would yell it crazy. After the pounce happens, Mercedes goes down. And they find a way to hit a sneaky roll-up. Mercedes gets the roll-up for her team after some more shenanigans, and they get the win. And at World's End, Sean, it was shown. I'm going to show you. I don't have a good graphic yet because they haven't put one up. But it's going to be the Babes of Wrath taking on Mercedes and Athena. They're going to try this again. I think Mercedes' luck is going to start running out, bro. I think that's what we're getting there. You can try all you want for these titles. It's not happening.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. Mercedes is going to lose everything. She's going to become a baby face, and then she's going to win the world title.
I think that's the route they need to go, and I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just wondering who takes the TBS championship. And Sean, I think it's one of the two ladies in this match. To me, it's down to two people. It's got to either be Athena or Willow.
Mm-hmm. And it's probably going to be Willow, but at the end, it's probably going to be Athena. But I want it to be Willow.
It could be either one, in my opinion.
And Willow was fire, by the way.
No, I love them.
Yeah.
Honestly, even with Harley Cameron in the mix, I love all four of them. I enjoy them. And I think Harley Cameron, for someone who has less than 100 matches under her belt, I think she's doing a great job, and pairing her with Willow is smart. Fantastic work here, and I'm looking forward to that new match that they have added to the lineup for World's End. This match might be one that we would consider match of the night. Kyle Fletcher versus Pac.
These two guys are studs in the ring, man. They know how to get it done bell to bell.
Week to week, if I could tell you, what match should I watch from the Continental Classic every week, it is Kyle Fletcher's match, probably.
Yes, sir.
He has delivered fantastic. This guy is it, bro. I don't know how long they're going to wait to put him in the mix. And listen, I went to All Out. He was in the main event. This guy main evented a pay-per-view.
Yep.
People paid money to see
and did well.
Yeah. Pac is fantastic. I think he's one of the more underrated main eventers that you have. I'm like, you could throw him in anywhere. Tag division, trios. You could have him be in the main event. He's beaten Hangman, Kenny. It didn't matter. Pac has been amazing. He's in here with his new look, and I can't do this match justice. I would say if you like wrestling of modern day stuff, go back and rewatch this match. There was a point where Kyle was going for a brainbuster on the top rope. He was trying to finish off Pac. Time's running out. Dog. He gets behind him, hits a reverse Poison Rana, Kyle lands on top of his head. He goes down. He pulls him right to the ring ropes. Mm-hmm. Looks around. Everybody knows. Black Arrow off the top on the Kyle Fletcher. Pac picks up the win. Big W.
Which was very surprising to me.
But that's what I love about this tournament, Sean. It's sports-like. It's round robin. Anyone could win. If you're wrestling matches every week, you might be banged up. You might be tired. This guy might beat you. That guy might beat you. What if an upset happens? What if someone gets their first win? All of it could be a story.
What an interesting perspective. I never would have thought about not making wrestling predictable. Wow. Why have I never said that before?
What a revolutionary idea. If you want more of that, Monday, 6:05.
That's it.
Time, you can catch me and Sean on Clash of the Podcast if you want to hear it. I am going to kick it to the chat as after Pac picked up the 3 points. Thank you, Matt. I did not know that. You can watch Carmen San Diego on Tubi.
Okay, Emily, appreciate that.
I know what I'm doing for dinner tonight.
I'm not going to lie. I might check that out.
Yo, same. MJF explained why he cashed in the world championship because he wants to prove he's the greatest wrestler of all time. Ace, I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that. Yo, what's up, E? I see you in the chat, my friend. We appreciate you, good sir. We appreciate you. Delay Grass said any reason to get Athena on TV is a good reason. Absolutely.
I do not disagree.
Someone's a Willow fan. I see you, MJB.
Yo, how can you not be MJB? She's fire, bro.
Yeah, I was seeing people last weekend posting a lot of pictures of her attire. I was like, take it easy now.
She's like a very attractive, no shade. No, I'm not even being funny. She's a very attractive woman.
No, I don't disagree with you guys at all. Respectfully, by the way, Willow.
Respectfully. Exactly.
I'm just saying they are crushing it out here, man. T-Ferg said Mercedes with all those belts is going to be it's going to be a 20-year storyline for her losing belts. No, I think it's going to happen much faster than people think. I wouldn't be surprised if one night she said, let's do an independent wrestling gauntlet, and each match I'll put a title on the line if I lose.
There you go.
And then you just have her boom, 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 boom. You could do something like that too. Delay Gratz, he said, Conrad, you're not lying. Kyle Fletcher even got breakout star of the year from busted WWE funded open show. Delay Gratz. You're not wrong, but crazy. And we'll have the EPW awards coming up soon, man. I'll be having the voting out for that, and I'm sure Sean will be submitting his ballot, and we'll. I'm
not eligible for one of the awards.
We don't have any announcer awards, really.
Come on, man, this is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's all right. It is what it is.
People loved it. Kyle, Tony making stars with a PC. Wow. I remember a lot of laughter when he said AEW Dark is our PC. Listen, I'm gonna talk about Dark here in a second too. If people missed it, WWE fans looking for stars under 45, gotta chill. Gotta chill.
I don't see no lies though.
Pac has always been one of my favorites. Kyle Fletcher is the future unless WWE steals him. Always the possibility, man.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
Enzo out here watching Neville on AEW, wondering why not me. I think there's room for Enzo. I think the issue with Enzo is the way I would want to use him. I don't know if he would want to be used that way. I told you he'd be a manager.
Agreed.
Going in, Sean. We're here next. We're here at the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal. This is the match A said he did not like, man. I thought this was good. By the way, you could order these rings on AEW Shop if anybody likes them enough and they wanted one.
No shilling for other people. They have to pay us first.
Yeah, pay me. That's fine.
There you go.
So during this,
show for you if you put us on the payroll.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People say we're on the payroll now. So what's
wow. Listen to that. I like that, Conrad. You're right.
They always say that, right? And then if I say something bad about AEW, I'm the worst guy ever. I'm like, you watch my show every week, dog?
There you go.
By the way, you're short this week that I put up. That did really good. A lot of people. I thought we were gonna get more hatred for it. We were like, you were beloved, bro.
Look, man, I am not going to talk about WWE on this AEW exclusive show that EPW puts together every Wednesday night, tonight on Thursday. But I got thoughts about that guy, and I just spoke my mind.
You want to see it? Go find it.
Yep.
Bandito, during his entrance, got attacked by the Demand. Now, I can see if Ace didn't like it because in the beginning, I didn't like how there were people on the outside, inside the ring. It was like chaos, but it's a battle royal, so I wonder if it was one of those things where whoever booked it was like, dude, how many times we're all going to be in this ring and we're all going to grab a hold and just punch each other across the back, bro?
Right.
Let's get this over. Let's do some cool stuff, and then you get in, you get out. You get in, you get out. Do your cool stuff, get in and get out. Because you can't be flipping in the ring with 20, 30 football players in there like it's WrestleMania 2. You can't just go in there and be like, I'm going to do a moonsault. No room for that.
Talking right, bro.
So they went in and did what they had to do. Winners end up getting the winner of the Dynamite Diamond Ring is going to get a world title shot on Maximum Carnage in the future. And the first person out was Max Caster. Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. I don't know why. That's just catchy to me. When are we going to finally just pull the trigger with the Acclaim? What are we doing with them? Make them a team again if that's what we're doing.
You should, but it's kind of like, it's one of those things where we broke them up and we got to put it. Maybe they're just trying to let it burn.
Well, I saw Billy Gunn was with a new tag team, and I wonder if the gimmick is they need Billy back. Billy was the glue that held them all together.
William Pistol?
Yes. he has his son will be talking about in the main event, Pistol Jr. here.
There you go.
They eliminate Max Caster. Bowens got thrown out. GOA was in here in the end. It came down to shout out to Brodito, but your man Brody King sacrificed himself to take out one of the who was it, Toa, and then Bishop Khan was left in there with Bandito. Bandito eliminates him with a really like difficult looking hurricane. It looked like painful too when they were doing it.
Wow.
Like I'm like,
right.
Bandito looks like he wasn't feeling it. Bandito's in, and Ricochet tries to sneak in after. And I'm like, he didn't even help his boys out. That's how you know he's the leader. Yeah. So he slides in. Bandito versus Ricochet for the Dynamite Diamond Ring. That sounds like a fire match, bro. On top of the
sounds like must-see TV to me.
Yo, that sounds like a great Christmas present that we'll be getting next week.
You know what you get when you put two 5-star athletes in the ring together? Wrestling.
Why we all watch this, right?
That's right.
So I'm looking forward to that. And then who faces maybe it's Bandito versus Hangman. Maybe it's Joe versus Bandito. Maybe it's Bandito versus Swerve. Like, just thinking, these matches. Bandito could be in the world title picture. I don't know if he'd be the champion, but he could be in the mix with those guys.
Right.
MJF. What if it's Ricochet taking on Swerve again?
Could be.
You could do that. You could do it. There's a lot of things here.
The possibilities are endless.
I thought that they could have had it where Ricochet main evented one of those pay-per-views with Hangman in the future, because they were like, Hangman doesn't really have any opponents. And I'm like, Ricochet is right there, but he was feuding, and it sounds like Bobby Lashley's hurt, so maybe they're going to end this Hurt Syndicate because the numbers are uneven now.
Do you see why AEW is better than the other product?
Or, Sean, or you could have Kevin Knight. If they believe enough in him now, they're like, break up Jet Speed. Kevin Knight's coming over the Hurt Syndicate to take Bobby Lashley's
garbage since day one, in my opinion. Anyway.
I like them though as a team, and I think it's a good golden spot. But
it's a cornball. That guy, Speedball's a cornball.
That was
a ball of corn.
Did you see that match last week though?
He's a tremendous. I understand he's a tremendous wrestler. So was Scott Putski. Not Ivan Putski, Scott Putski.
Yeah, we're not talking about the Polish Hammer here, but
we're talking about the Polish
Junior Hammer,
monkey wrench.
Terrible. Yo, Speedball put on a great match, man. Like, I think that might have been one of the best TV matches of the year, hands down. I just don't want him to get lost too. You know what I mean? I think he's done some work. What are we saying in this chat? I just came in here.
I don't know what's going on right now, but
he wrote William Backside in there.
Yeah.
I want to see Shelton and have Shelton turn on Bobby eventually. I don't think you need to turn the Hurt Syndicate. I like them right where they are. And Sean and MVP had a lot in common this week for what they were getting dapped up for, I'll say. 2 5-star wrestlers, according to Meltzer, is a 10-star match, but it has to be in the Tokyo Dome. Oh my goodness. We should make shirts like that. I've always said I should make a shirt that says like it would have been 5 stars if it was in the Tokyo Dome. Bandito versus Max for the world title and Dynamite Diamond Ring. I could see that if MJF's never not been the holder of the Dynamite Diamond Ring, so it's going to be weird this year to see someone else with it. Sports Illustrated for Promotion of the Year AEW, you can spend an hour just fantasy booking matches. That's true. I don't think Hubs is rocking with the Swirl either from Ring of Honor. Swirl is Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. That's their tag name. And Blake Christian comes out to they're trying to get the song. What's the guy's name? Jack Harlow. I'm Vanilla Baby. And he comes out. Okay. Yeah, it says I'm Vanilla Baby and all that. Miracle said, please break up Jet Speed.
Amen.
C2 just opened people's eyes that Jet Speed are 2 great singles wrestlers. They always were great, though. Like, if you would have told me day one, I would have told you that.
They're good, but it's like, yo,
Matt, what is this? Is this gonna be the new thing for
Emily? Thank you, Emily. You know what I'm saying? Like every yes, I agree.
No, you said he was equal to Scott Putski. This says Speedball's better than David Sanmartino.
I don't see Emily telling any lies. Anytime you have to have your old man accompany you to the ring, all due respect to the late great Bruno Sammartino, WrestleMania 1, they give this guy a chance, and he has to bring his father out to save him. You loser.
You're
Scott Putski, David Sammartino. There's a lot more. More.
Me?
Oh God, that's right.
And this show has gone off the rails, but we.
Oh my God.
We have
accompanied to the ring by Pretty Mean Sisters. I love it.
We have the Moxley promo after this, and then we go back into the Blue League with Mascara Dorada versus Orange Cassidy. I thought this was a really good match too, because Orange Cassidy.
AEW has the best in-ring competition in all of wrestling. It's just character development that they need to work on.
What needs to be developed here, though? Like, look,
Orange Cassidy. No, not here.
Oh,
no, I'm still talking about Speedball. But we can move on.
I think you're going to get what you're going to get from Speedball. Like, you know what you're going to get. Well, that's I don't know what some of these guys are doing with their hair in this company.
Oh, my. It's out of control at this point.
Yeah, but I think they love it. They just love the wild hair. I thought this was a great Lucha Libre match. If you want to see good Lucha Libre, then this is who you want to be in the mix with. Here we go.
I like that.
So there was, I don't think you were on that episode, but there was definitely a very bad Rob Zombie hate. Like, I think I went on a rant about Rob Zombie in here. it was so good, man. Y'all getting timed out for speedball slander. I can't take no more.
He's a good wrestler. He's a dork.
Oh, yeah, Buddy's hurt too. Yo, there's so many people on the shelf. Osprey's hurt. So much talent on this roster, women included. Yeah. Matt's got it right. Got it right. This was match of the week. Orange Cassidy doing slow lucha moves, LOL. And the crazy part about Orange Cassidy is if you knew who he was in Chikara, you know how great of a wrestler he is.
Fantastic.
And he's so good he could do this with his hands in his pocket. I think that's where the gimmick came from. Like, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
So he wrestled this lucha match here against Mascara Dorada, and I think he's been fantastic too, Sean. I was there at the show where it was him, Okada, and Takeshita. They just went out there and they rocked it, and he just took in everything. And I was like, yo, really good work here, man.
To me, AEW 2025 is like WCW 1994. It's like all the international superstars from around the world, and I say 94 as we were 8-year-old, 7-year-old kids, but that was the influx of the Eddie Guerreros and the Rey Mysterios. Obviously, they got some of them from ECW, but a lot of these guys, bringing in Jushin Thunder Liger. That's what AEW 2025.
He who we shall not speak of, Too Cold Scorpio. 94 is actually a really good year. The Steamboat Ric Flair match.
That's why I said it.
Bad. No,
that's why I said it.
But I don't think
I'm here to help, brother. You got the best thing going in AEW.
But you said something.
I'm just trying to add a little sauce.
You said something even smarter though than I think you realize what you have said. Okay. You have left them room to grow because I don't know if they've even hit their 97 peak yet. And that's when it's going to get crazy for them. And I think that there's a lot of hope in this. Can y'all imagine if Jetspeed was on opposing sides of the C2 tournament?
That'd be great.
It'd get crazy.
Oh, they would tear the house down.
Oh, good name from that past too. Otani, yes. Otani was in 95, 96, like end of 95, early 96. Good times, man. Good times. Devil's Rejects was great. Yeah, I'm more mad about what he did to the Halloween films. Ultimo Dragon. Yeah.
You talking about Ultimo Dragon? Absolutely.
Starcade 95. Yeah.
Now you're talking, Miracle. There you go.
Yeah. Watch your stuff now before it disappears. That might be a topic me and Sean talk about on Monday.
Oh my God, you ain't lying. Exactly.
So in this match, Mascara Dorada, in Lucha, they do a lot of arm drags off the top ropes. He goes for one, flips over. Orange held on to him, flipped him into a crucifix pin. 1, 2, 3. Orange Cassidy picks up the dub over Mascara Dorada. Mascara Dorada looked like he was beating himself up over it, but he's been hanging out with the conglomeration a little bit. And after the match, Orange said, Mascara Dorada, and he slid him his glasses. Like, you're cool, bro. You're cool. So I like that. I thought it was really good. And I really enjoyed it. Someone just put something in the chat. Don't play with my heart, man. It's one of my favorite wrestlers, Jushin Thunder Liger. I saw he came out of retirement for one match. Don't play with me. That's my guy.
Who knows?
I wouldn't be surprised if they make a new one.
Well, they already made a new La Parka.
LA Park. Yeah, there's like 3 now at this point.
Yeah.
I'll take it, man. And yes, Mascara and Speedball tomorrow night. It's happening. Looking forward to it. Or not tomorrow night.
Saturday night.
Saturday. Right? Brothers, I collect as much as I could when we're getting rid of the network here in Canada. Yeah.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna lose a lot of history.
Shame.
What's the beautiful part about how we've done this? I can skip over a lot of the other stuff here. We had a match which I felt like was more of a tryout match.
Mm-hmm.
Someone who didn't complain about getting their minutes in was Isla Dawn going up against Jamie Hayter. And this match, I believe this is an English word, got cheeky.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say Jamie Hayter hit that Haterade Lariat, picked up a big W here. After the match, Triangle of Madness came out. They whipped Jamie Hayter with a belt. Thekla is crazy. And Chris Statlander comes out to make the save. They do the big save, and boom, she got hit with a clothesline after. And what would a normal baby face do? I'm so sorry, Sean. I didn't mean to hit you with that clothesline. You know what she hit her with? Whatever. Whatever.
Hilarious.
I'm facing you anyway in the future. And that could be one of the big-time matches here at World's End that we could end up seeing Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, one of the matches to sell the show.
Off of her, for goodness sake.
I'm actually interested in this match. I think it's going to be really good.
I'm interested in the match, but get that belt off. At this point, anybody who faces Chris Statlander out wins.
This guy. This is
I'm
hatred,
done. Like
bro.
it's not. I can't stand her, bro. I've never liked her. Never.
I think you do. I think Jamie does have a story to tell with her getting the title back. I don't know if it's here, but I could see it happening soon. And I still think Statlander's got a story with Willow. That's the real story for
Just
her.
remember what I said. Mercedes Moné will be the champion at what's the big one they always do every year? Yes.
I can see that for sure. By that point, she'll be built back up and ready to go.
With no belts.
Yeah. And before we get into the main event, we have announced the 4-way that has happened. International viewers can get this on Triller. I had to borrow their graphic here.
Say, what kind of match is it again?
A 4-way.
That's what she said?
He's trying to get me in trouble, folks. Swerve Strickland, Samoa Joe, Hangman Adam Page, and MJF.
This is star power. This is star power. I like the main event.
It's a great way to sell the show. We also have the semifinals and finals of the Gold League, Blue League. Gold League runner-up will face the Blue League winner. Vice versa on the other side, and then the winners will meet in the finals after that. Can't wait to see how this turns out. And we mentioned the women's tag titles that will be on the line as well. Babes of Wrath versus Mercedes Moné and Athena.
By the way, that's a fantastic tag team match.
Yeah, they're going to deliver big time on that. And speaking of fantastic tag team matches, the main event, FTR taking on the Bang Bang Gang. Mr. Backside Jr. and Juice, my boy, Juice Robinson. Juice Robinson came out with crazy mullet, but I love the energy that Austin Gunn brings.
Here.
The one thing I just don't like, man, I wish it was Colt and Gunn, because then we could definitely believe like maybe the Guns will win this and they could get their belts back.
With the kind of makeshift put together thing, it's like X-Pac and Triple H being a team. It's stupid.
It's injuries though.
There's no exactly. There's nothing you can do. Right.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to give that spot to Ace Austin just yet. But I think when the Bang Bang Gang comes back and you get Switchblade Jay White and Colton Gunn back, and they're at full strength with Austin Gunn, I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. FTR's got a story going into this too. Don't forget about Cope and Christian.
And for a short time, the best entrance in all of tag team wrestling.
The Guns?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
That was fire, bro.
The Many Men? Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm saying like with the Guns and they're spitting water out to make that was fire.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah. They're great, bro. I love Juice too. He's got a great name, the Stray Bullet. He's the crazy one in the group. He reminds me of Pillman in the Hurt Foundation. I'm like, yo, this guy gets it.
Yes, sir.
He's a character.
Great analogy, by the way. He does remind me of Brian Pillman. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Man. One of my favorites too from WCW. Classic tag team wrestling tropes. These never go out of style. FTR is doing we're holding the ropes, not tagging in. What? You didn't tag? Get out. And then when the switches are happening, there's the roll up and the ref's not seeing it. You're like, turn around. Like I can feel the kids in the crowd getting mad, like, turn around. And then, kick out at 2. Dax was perfect. Stokely tries to cheat. He pulls out the powder. They run into him and the powder flies up in the air. Him and Cash are down.
Good spot.
Always good stuff. And I will say they did some really good stuff here. The Bang Bang Gang hits their finishers on Dax, right? Towards the end of the match. Mm-hmm. He's over by the rope. He's not moving, though. So they pin 1, 2, and Cash is on the outside, flips his foot onto the rope as the ref counts 3, and he sees it. He hit the 3, and everyone's like, Bang Bang Gang won!
Champion.
But then he sees it. He's like, no.
Not so fast, my friends. Yeah.
And what do? They do the old classic pretzel his legs, and then one of the members steps on it, and then they hit him with the old reverse inverted figure 4. Oh, my leg, I can't take it. Tap, tap, tap. GG's, my guy. Game over. FTR win. Boo, we hate these guys. They suck. Boo. I think by the time we get to Revolution, you will have that rematch with Copeland and Christian.
Oh, it's coming.
But think about the time.
Listen, Stevie Wonder can see that coming.
I can see clearly now.
That's not his song. What are you talking about? Stevie Wonder didn't sing that song.
Stevie Wonder. He can see clearly now. Let me ask you this. Do you really believe Stevie Wonder?
I believe that Stevie Wonder said he saw Carmelo Anthony played a good basketball game. How did that happen? I'm confused. Carmelo was confused.
Technology's crazy these days.
Oh my God. Don't get me started on that. I will get us canceled, and I'm not going to do it.
That would be cliche, CJ. It's all right sometimes to subvert to the tropes. Absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with tropes in it. I'm with Hub. Stabs, great wrestler, but she has a negative zone charisma.
That is exactly right, Delayed Graphs. Thank you for understanding where I'm coming from. She is a fantastic. Maybe Conrad doesn't hear me, just like he never hears me on Mondays at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time, right here on Everything Pro Wrestling Channel. Chris Statlander is a phenomenal athlete and in-ring competitor, but she is the female Scott Putski.
I'm going to make a comparison because it's not going to be fair to make it on here. I'm going to make it after we get off the air, though.
Okay, fair enough.
I wouldn't mind seeing Mercedes and Athena take it. I don't think you could do that. I don't think you could do that just yet, though. The Guns, that Many Men entrance.
Fire.
It's just a ride. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but welcome.
Right.
Hope you enjoy, brother.
Welcome.
Let me see here. Kevin Knight, Okada this Saturday. Yes. Dusty finish, brother. AEW trolling NXT with that ending. Yo, gotta chill. There was a botched ending.
It certainly was.
I forgot Jay White. I forgot Jay White is still injured. Jay White's going to be out longer than he expected. I think someone had put out too. Is Private Party gone from AEW? Not that I know of. The tag division is making a comeback. They could. Private Party preparing for that TNA or NXT debut. Could be.
Possibly.
Hey, Keenan and Dion, what's good, man? Welcome. Appreciate you.
What's up?
I'm taking away your Wi-Fi hubs. No more classic wrestling for you.
Hey, I can't help it, man. Old school's where I stay, man. My old school knowledge is what gives me knowledge and gives me insight to the new school product. That's why I know it needs to improve.
Is Nick Gage not part of AEW? No. Nick Gage, I think, is on the indie scene still. Who will FTR face next for World's End? I think we're going to have to see what happens in the C2 and see who's available for them to face. And Sean, that was the show. That was 3 hours. We wrapped that up pretty quick in less than an hour.
Let me tell you something, man. You and Derek are doing a fantastic job on these shows, man. But I'll tell you, 3 hours does not feel like 3 hours when you're watching AEW. It's a fun product, bro.
Now, I want to get into some news bits real quick, and then we'll get out of here. Not long. AEW Dark returned this week. We had Marina Shafir, Isla Dawn, Nathan Cruz, and the Grizzled Young Veterans took on the Death Riders. Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, and Mascara Dorada took on Mark Andrews, Kid Lycos 1 and 2. Dude, AEW Dark got a lot of views. People missed this show, it feels like a little bit here. I thought they liked it. And he said he went to his media partners. He's technically not allowed to do this, but he said, hey, can we give the fans something special and put this up on YouTube? And they said, you know what?
I love it.
It's Christmas. Why not?
I love it.
It was really cool.
It was.
And he had a hot crowd, and I think it made it better. And I thought it was a great way to just see prospective talent, like from that location.
Meanwhile, WWE charges $578 for its seat in the upper northeast corner to see a main event on a house show, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
In Poughkeepsie.
That's right.
We also had an announcement. Vancouver, you're getting your first AEW pay-per-view Sunday, April 12th in the Rogers Arena, AEW Dynasty. I like the look of this. Like
That's
it's like
fire.
a throne with all the belts on it.
Mm-hmm.
Who will walk away champion?
That is fire. And notice little idiosyncrasies, my brother. The international, or I should say the unified title looks like it's a little, or is that the women's title?
That's the
women's title higher than the world title, men's world title.
Maybe that's the first show where the women main event is.
Maybe so. Like I said, no, I don't think anything happens by mistake.
Interesting. Also, we have on Triller TV. If you guys are not CMLL fans, I'm about to spoil this for you right now. I'm going to tell you this. I am voting for CMLL on all my polls for promotion of the year. CMLL deserves it, I think, this year.
There you go.
And Claudio Castagnoli, who is the CMLL world champion, is going to be defending against Ultimo Guerrero, Mascara Dorada versus Speedball Mike Bailey. This was the show that Matt was referring to. Look at me. I'm thinking he was talking about Collision. Speedball versus Mascara Dorada on Dream Match this Friday. Kevin Knight's going to be on the show. It's going to be a fantastic card. Look at everybody who's on it. It's always fun. You can get it on Trailer TV if you haven't. I would recommend going over there and just checking it out, man.
It's a good promotion.
It's fun, and they've been selling out. Like I'm talking 10,000 to 16,000 every Friday. Every Friday. Like, dude, you can't even sell any more tickets. They're out of space. It's full. Bad Bunny was just there. He had to hide his face in a Mystico mask because he didn't want people to know he was sitting front row for a couple of the matches.
Facts.
It's lit, man. I'm telling you, go check out CMLL if you haven't. Yeah, I'll take 3 Hour Dynamite over SmackDown
any day of the week. Absolutely.
It's Just a Ride. Yes, they sold over 1 million tickets this year. A fan got a special title because they want whoever bought the millionth ticket, they said would have a title. Mexico is crazy. That's what I want the states to get back to. When you go to wrestling shows, be loud, be animated, express yourselves, have fun. Don't get wild. Yeah, don't get wild, but have some fun.
It's hard. But I gotta say, it's hard to have fun when you paid so much money for a ticket that you don't know how you're going to pay your rent next month. Yay! CM Punk retained the world title. I'm going to be sleeping in my car.
I can see clearly.
Yeah, there you go.
Now you can really see that.
That's right.
Nash.
You know what I mean?
Wild, bro. All right, so after that, last thing I want to touch on, we got to show love to New Japan Pro Wrestling here. New Japan's got their final show lined up. If you don't know, you should really check this out. I might do a special preview for this. It's not long, trust me. It might even be a solo video where I just drop it.
Yep.
Tanahashi's last match, taking on Okada, bro.
That's big.
Main event, tears will be flowing. Konosuke Takeshita defends against Yota Tsuji, title versus title. Another title versus title match, man. Suri versus Saya Kimitani. That's going to happen. They're unifying the women's strong title and the IWGP women's title. Dude, I don't know if you know this, but in like the world of Stardom, this is like a dream women's match.
Right, so, it's huge. I'm very familiar.
I hope they give it time. I don't think any match has went over like 10 minutes for them. Give this one time, and I think you could turn around the world of wrestling. Give these matches times. There's a Trios Rambo for the never open weight titles. You got Bullet Club War Dogs in a humongous tag match, but there's going to be 2 mystery partners joining Great O'Khan, Callum Newman, and Kanari.
And Leezy, I see you.
Uh-oh. What's he yelling here? Am I missing something? Yeah.
MJB, I see you too.
Oh, y'all wilding out, man. I'm not sleeping outside. Yo, check this show out, man. We got number 1 contender El Desperado taking on Fujita, Ishimori, and Sho. And another match I'm interested in, Aaron Wolf versus Evil for the never open weight title. Aaron Wolf is going to have a lot of eyes on him. And people are probably wondering, why is this match card so short? It's on TV in Japan.
Right.
So this is going to be incorporated a little differently. So
it's not going to be the same as normal, but it's still good.
I look forward to doing that. I look forward to talking about that. And yeah. And I'm going to probably try to get with Rob. I know Rob's a huge New Japan guy. He always said he'd be my New Japan guy. So we're going to try and do a rundown of the career of the great Hiroshi Tanahashi from 1999 up to present day. And we're just going to run about and just talk about him, man. And yeah, one of the aces of New Japan, probably the reason why they had a second resurgence after the Enochiism days. If you don't know, come listen to us talk about it.
Look it up. That's right.
They'll have New Year Dash. We only have one match announced right now, tag team match for New Year Dash, but that's like their Raw after Mania per se. So make sure you check it out. Usually it's like a debut or something happens on there. Sometimes nothing happens. So it just depends. But Sean, I thank you, good sir. I've kept you long enough. We went a few minutes
pleasure,
over.
Man. You did my show. I did your show. And on Monday, we're going to do our show.
Darn right.
Love it.
If you want to, man, put them down, man. And yeah, Sean, you can take us on out of here, brother.
Yeah, man, make sure you check out my article. Like I said, I'm dropping a Bud Crawford article on hwweekly.com. Obviously, continue to check out Connor and Derek each and every Wednesday night right here on the Mothership. And then, obviously, we got Hubbernomics and stuff going on the Hubbard Wrestling Weekly channel, HW Weekly. Like I said, I'm dropping an article on Bud Crawford at about 10:58 p.m. tonight, so check that out, man. And obviously, meet us right back here on the Mothership for a Clash of the Podcast on Monday night, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. Conrad, thanks me for having you as your guest here on EPW for tonight's AEW review. I appreciate it. Thank you for being my guest on the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua preview. Make sure you check it out if you have not as of yet. And as always, guys, have a happy weekend. Enjoy a lot of football, boxing, and wrestling this weekend. It's a lot going on. God bless. Be encouraged. Evil never prevails. Later.
Peace.